friends, welcome back to Morning Sun Homestead. If you've been here before, we're glad that you're here again. If this is your first time, we hope you enjoy our content and subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to do something that's a little bit different. We are going to make creamed honey. The reason that we have to make cream honey is because our honey has crystallized, as you can see. So the reason honey crystallized is due to the larger crystals in the honey, so then therefore it crystallized. So we either have a real liquid honey like this, or we have a total solidified honey like this. So let's head to the kitchen and get this taken care of. Been a natural sweetener around the world for decades, but it does sometimes solidify, and when it does that, it's very hard to spread, and sometimes it will get almost like a brown sugar, so it's almost impossible to put on your bread. Now you can cook with that, but we all know that if honey is heated above 110 degrees, it loses the benefits of all the enzymes that helps our stomachs and our minds and our bodies in general. So what we're going to do today is take a cup of liquid honey, the normal honey, and a cup of the crystallized honey, and we are going to beat them in our blender for 20 minutes on a medium speed. So let's start that process and see how this goes. To my mixing bowl, I have added 1 cup of the regular honey that's liquid, and now I'm working on getting my cup out of the solidified that's already solidified. Once we have those 2 cups, we're going to blend it together, and we're going to use this whisk. We don't want to use a regular one or a dough hook or anything like that. We want to do the whisk part. And I'm not measuring, but you can measure. I just try to estimate and hope that I did it right. But you need a cup of each when you do this. We are going to beat this on a medium speed for 20 minutes. So that's what we're going to start on now. Honeybees are a very important part of our culture. Without them, we wouldn't have a lot of the foods that we have, because they're pollinators that go around. Not only do they provide us with a delicious sweetener, they also help pollinate our other crops that we need, any of our vegetables, our fruit trees. So bees are very, very important. At one time, we used to have about 7 hives of bees, and it worked out great being able to take it off and have our own honey, but our hives ended up swarming. We're not exactly sure why, but honeybees seem to be something that's very difficult to keep. If you have any interest in honeybees or anything else along the lines of homesteading, I want to give a shout out to Mountain Heart Homestead. They are on YouTube. They're also on TikTok. They are great people over there, and they have bees, so they have different videos that pertain to what they do with their bees, and I think that you could learn a lot from them if you have an interest in that or anything with homesteading at all. They're just great people, and they have a lot of great films out there, so I advise you to head on over there to watch their stuff. So we're waiting for this to mix. It's going to be about 20 minutes, about 15 now, and once it's done, we'll show you what it looks like. We're 10 minutes into the mixing. As you can see, we have a white sheen to the honey now. So what we're doing is breaking the larger crystals into smaller crystals. It's the larger crystals that want to crystallize. So once we add the liquid honey that's already small crystals to the solidified honey, which is already large crystals, therefore it's going to mix it all together. Now we're going to get some air bubbles that's going to come up to the top, and that's perfectly fine. Even after we jar this, we're going to have some air bubbles, and that's all great too. So we're going to mix this for another 10 minutes, and then we'll show you what it looks like. This says beat for 20 minutes. You can see what it looks like. All the granulated that we had has become runny. Now, this needs to set for 1 hour. And once it has set for 1 hour, we're going to see some air bubbles come to the top. After it has set for 1 hour, then we're going to blend it again on medium speed for another 20 minutes, and then we're going to be completely done with it. But we're going to show you the whole step process, so that way you are familiar and you'll see what it looks like as we complete the process. Our honey that we have mixed is set for 1 hour. You can see all the air bubbles that's came up. That's perfectly normal. We're going to beat this for another 20 minutes, and then we'll be ready to put it into our jars. Our honey is completed. It beat for another 20 minutes. During that beating, if you want to flavor this with any sort of thing like cinnamon or, I don't know, whatever you might want, vanilla, whatever you might want to flavor it with, you could do that in the last 20 minutes. Now, this will not recrystallize. This cream honey was invented in 1937 because of the crystallization of honey. So no one wanted to be able to have to dig out or have that caramel once the honey solidifies. So this came about. You've probably seen this in the store and really didn't know what it was. It's just all honey. So it's crystallized honey and regular honey all mixed together and beat. This can be good for cottage cheese. Of course, it's good on bread. You can also use it if you wanted to on ice cream or yogurt. It's just like normal honey and it can be used. Of course, we don't cook with this because you spend the time to do all this. So this is slightly a delicacy of something that we would want to use as a unique usage, not just something that we would dump into our cooking. We hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something. And we hope that you subscribe to our channel and continue to watch our content. Have a great day.